So you're joining me at the prolific Meadowlands fishery near Coventry. We're going to try and catch some skimmers and some silverfish, roach, whatever takes our bait at a distance on an open end cage feeder. Bait wise, we're aiming to catch skimmers and silvers today. Now these fish at Meadowlands have been fed fish meal based ground baits all year, pellets, fishery pellets, you name it, big strong fish meal ground baits. Now because of that, these skimmers have been used to feeding on them fish meal baits, so we can't risk not using a fish meal based ground bait. So we're going to use some F1 sweet, which is not so much food in it, but it's still got quite a strong sweet fish mealy smell, and then a nice sweet ground bait super feeder dark. Now bait wise that we're going to put on the hook, I've got a range of baits. I've got the trusty dendrobinas, obviously red maggots, change of bait, fluorescent pinkies, casters, always like to put a few casters in, dead red maggots, and then a couple of little beauties, dead red squats, and these little bad boys, red worms. Let's go and try and catch some fish. Right, we're just about to start now. It's been pouring down for the last 20 minutes, so we've been tucked under the umbrella behind us. Right, I'm going to kick start my swim. I'm using a 40-gram distance cage feeder. I'm just going to give it 3 feederfuls of that with some ground bait and a few dead maggots. Reason being, it's easy to add bait than it is to take it out. So if you go gung-ho, put too much bait in at the start, the chances are you destroyed your swim before you even start. So start with a little bit, then just add it as you go. And if you start to catch more fish, you can add a little bit more bait. Sometimes they don't want loads of bait. Sometimes they just want a little bit of offering that you're putting in. But just gauge your swim and start like that. Start softly and work your way in. So I'm going to give it 3 feederfuls. There we go. So that's 3 feederfuls at the start. I'm now going to put an 80cm hook length on with size 16 GPM barbless 013 power line. And there we go. Let's see if we can catch some fish. Now accuracy is key when you're feeder fishing. It's exactly the same, feeder fishing is exactly the same as pole fishing. Accuracy is paramount. Now, oh, I just had an indication. Oh, lovely, fish on. Now, talking about accuracy, yeah, measuring sticks are paramount. So, whether you're fishing 20 metres or whether you're fishing like we are, 60 metres today, get your feed on the measuring sticks, get your distance exactly true, because if you crack off or you snap, we all do it, we all crack off, you need to make sure you're putting that feeder back in the same hole every time. There we go. Love a little skimmer. And as we go, another small skimmer. As I was saying, and I keep going on about accuracy is key. Now, you need to make sure that you've got your feeder is heavy enough to get where you want to go to. There's no point trying to get 60 metres if your feeder isn't heavy enough. If you're not hitting your clip, and clipping up is essential obviously, if you're not hitting your clip, you're not fishing efficiently. Now it's better to fish, if you haven't got the gear to get to 60 metres comfortably, you're better off fishing 50 metres good than fishing 60 metres bad. This time of year, it's got clarity in the water, the fish aren't moving as much, you need to keep everything on a sixpence. So make sure you've got the right gear to do what you're aiming to achieve. Now I'm going to look out there. As I look to cast, I'm looking at a broken tree in the distance, and that is my marker. So as I cast every time, I'm looking to get exactly on that tree. So I'm just going to bait up, fill my feeder. Now as I look up, I make sure I'm aiming the same direction every time. I'm looking at the broken tree. Now my feeder is heavy enough to get me where I need to go. Make sure that's not wrapped around the tip, and aim for that tree. Hold the rod in the same place, bang, hits me clip, and I hold the rod in exactly the same place every time when the feeder hits the water. So I now know if I hold my rod in the same place, I've hit my clip in the same place, and I'm actually dead in line with the marker, which I've been casting to for the last hour or so. I know I'm fishing exactly the same place, which is the most important thing when you're feeder fishing. Accuracy is paramount. Not really what we're after, but it's a welcome bonus. Right, so we always need to make sure that we bring a variety of baits when we come, especially this time of year. You never know exactly what bait you're going to catch on. It could be worms, it could be pinkies, it could be maggots, it could be casters. But having a variety of bait gives you a wider scope to try and catch as many fish as you can. But what I will say is you don't need to bring loads and loads of bait with you. I'm looking at my tray, I've got half a pint of pinkies, I've got half a pint of maggots, a handful of dendrobinas. You don't need to break the bank, and this could easily last you 2 sessions. Just chop and change, and the bream will let you know what they want to eat best on that day. Well, what a lovely way to end the day. Let's have a look at what we've caught. Come on. We've had an excellent day today, catching some skimmers on a long chuck. Now, if you want to join me on the next one, don't forget to subscribe to the Sonubaits channel, where we're going to go try and catch some skimmers and some bream fishing on a short feeder chuck. See you soon.